Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Javelin Studios. I am Javelin, and let's continue with Crystalline, and we'll load up as always. So the last we left off is we start our search for Amber Mist, and we took a train. Actually, it's a crystal rail train, right? And well, just that. That episode was just going to for a crystal rail train ride. And now we have arrived at Bazada, so the sun shines brightly through the window and splashes on my face, forcing me awake. Oh, we're on our way to Bazada, but we're not at Bazada yet. So, okay. Leanna and Amelia are both already awake, but Zack still has his head down as if he's still asleep. I look outside and squint at the sky. What time is it?
It's already past noon. We slept through the entire morning.
We did? Leanna giggles at my alarm.
Normally that would be a bad thing, but in this case it's okay. We're almost at Bazada.
Bazada? I thought it's Bazada. Whatever. I nod. Zack gradually wakes up and we all make sure that we have all our things. After another hour or two, the train stops and announces our arrival to Bazada. Wait, did I miss anything? Okay. Whoops! I actually missed that. The sun hangs high in the sky as one by one we step off the train. As soon as I set foot in the city, I'm assaulted by the sounds of voices. Makeshift stalls line the sides of roads and alleys as people pack the streets. Okay. Traders entice onlookers to view their wares and customers haggle in heated shouting matches. Are we going to have to travel through that? I blanch at the thought of getting trapped amidst in the sea of people, like sardines in a can.
We have arrived in Bazada.
Okay. Amelia pronounced it Bazada, but earlier on, Leanna said Bazada. So we can pronounce it either way, or maybe that's just a mistake. I don't. Well, I'm just pointing it out. So the full version, they can make it as perfect as possible. So yeah, this is where we'll find Amber Mist.
No, as I said, it is the closest city to Ember Mist.
Considering the bustle of this place, I find it a little hard to believe that the hidden city is so close. No wonder Leanna seemed so surprised. Amelia seems to read my thoughts.
Of course, close is a relative term. We must first traverse some rough terrain and pass through the forest before we find Ember Mist.
She points towards the south, where I can make out the tips of treetops, and then she glances up at the sky.
Considering only a few hours remain before nightfall, it may be in our best interest to spend the evening here in the city and depart in the morning.
Leanna nods.
Good thinking. This marketplace is so huge. People say you can literally buy your heart's desires here.
Is there something you're thinking of buying?
Nothing in particular, but I would like to check out the stalls. Traders from all over the world gather here to sell their wares. Hi!
I glance down at my feet and watch the Pongo wiggle excitedly. He casts hungry looks into the crowd. Is there a lot of magic here? I haven't seen this guy so excited since he first tried to eat me. Amelia bends down and scrutinizes him. She pokes him with a finger and the Pongo giggles.
Hi, boy!
I'm going to the inn. I'll meet up with you later.
Before any of us can react, Zack slips into the crowd. Should we go after him? Amelia doesn't even blink at Zack's departure. She's too preoccupied with the Pongo. Leanna shakes her head.
No, but since Zack left, I'm going to go too. Should we meet back up at the inn?
Sure. She nods and heads into the crowd. Since everyone else seems to know what they want to do, what do I want to do? Okay. We have free time. be a loner to progress the story and choose either one of them to, well, maybe know more about them or progress their tier romances or whatever. So to be honest, I actually want to know what Amelia is up to. Okay, I decide to seek out Amelia. I stand by awkwardly while Amelia mutters to herself. She seems to be in the middle of something and doesn't notice my presence.
Male, adolescent, of the cerulean variant.
She holds out her bracelet. The Pongo blinks at it, then looks back at her. Amelia cocks her head to the side as she observes it. With Amelia's attention still on him, the Pongo scoots closer to the bracelet and looks at her again.
Go on.
He cautiously sniffs at the bracelet, then sticks out the tongue to lick the air. Afterwards, he grins widely at Amelia.
Boy?
Interesting. Normally, a cerulean Pongo will leave out even the slightest trace of magical residue.
Amelia doesn't have a chance to finish as the Pongo springs into her arms.
Boy!
She fumbles to catch and pulls the Pongo close to her chest to stabilize it.
What do you think you're...
Her voice trails off as she looks down at the still smiling Pongo.
Boy?
Amelia blinks as the caution melts away from her face. The corners of her mouth curl up into a smile and she squeezes the Pongo in a cuddle. Aww.
Boy!
The Pongo wheezes as he's squished against her chest. Lucky bastard. Oh, wow. Should I be watching this? Join in, also cute. Join in? Why not? Is there room for one more? I step in close and try to wrap my arms around them, but Emilia interrupts me.
No.
No?
As can be witnessed, my arms are incapable of holding both you and the Pongo.
You can just hold me instead. She gives me a confused look.
But it is not you of which I am interested.
Oh damn! Oh, you're in the fire element and you're already burning me without casting any spells. Oh my god. I sigh and look away sadly. It never is. She clears her throat.
Regardless, I am going to the apothecary.
Apothecary? Can't we just heal with magic?
Yes, there are mages who specialize in healing magic, but they use earth magic which neither Leanna nor I possess. As such, you will need to purchase healing items to treat a wound.
Makes sense to me. Would you like me to go with you?
No, it will be faster if I go alone.
Before I even have a chance to react, she turns on her heel and walks away. As she goes, the Pongo pops his face over her shoulder and gazes longingly at me. Not sure if I pronounce it correctly.
Boy!
A single tear rolls down his cheek. Pongo. Oh, I'm supposed to be like, Pongo. I reach out for him as the distance between us grows. Wait a minute. Why is he making that face? He could literally leave at any time and just come back to me. Come back! And why did I say that? Come back! Okay. He turns around and disappears from my view. That slinky little Pongo. Oh, we can check on everyone here. Well, normally you can either choose one to progress your tiers, but maybe since this is the demo, they let us check on everyone. So yeah, go shopping with Leanna. I head in the same direction. I think Leanna's gone and duck into the crowd, trying not to bump into too many people as I explore the marketplace. I never seen a place this crowded before. It doesn't feel like I'm walking so much as being pushed by everyone. Despite all the people, I'm fascinated by the market stalls. Merchants sell all different types of merchandise, ranging from clay pottery to magic amulets. As I'm being pulled through the crowd, I see a glimpse of blonde hair and white armor. That must be Leanna. I wade through the crowd and see Leanna frozen in place. Hey, Leanna! She blinks at me.
Hey!
How's the marketplace so far?
Really interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff I haven't seen before.
She seems distracted.
Do you smell that?
I breathe in deeply. Well, smells fruity and sweet. Smells silent but deadly. Smell what? Look at this! What should I smell though? Smell what? The entire marketplace is a melting pot of smells, and together it dulls the olfactory sense. Is there something I should be smelling in particular?
I think it's coming from that stall over there. Come on!
She darts back into the crowd and I quickly follow until we stop at a stall filled with delicate glass bottles. Is this perfume?
Yes, welcome, welcome.
A tan man in silken robes ushers us closer to the stall. He selects a glass bottle filled with a pale pink liquid and offers it to Leanna. Sorry.
A noble scent to match such a noble woman.
Leanna blushes and delicately sniffs the bottle. Her eyes widen in recognition.
Is that extract of spirit orchid?
The man grins broadly and clasps his hands together.
Yes, yes, very rare, from the far celestial mountains.
I never expected to find this perfume here.
What is it? Leanna offers me the bottle and I take a tentative whiff. It smells fruity, like a cross between an apple and a pear. Is this a flower? She nods.
The spirit orchid. It only grows in the deep forest of the celestial mountain range.
Why is it called a spirit orchid?
The roots are a very pale white. And when it grows, it almost looks like it's floating midair, like a spirit.
That's kind of neat. She nods absent-mindedly and continues to hold the bottle. Do you want to get it? Leanna quickly shakes her head.
Oh, sorry. It just reminds me of home. My grandmother used to wear this perfume whenever she left the house. When I was little, that meant taking me down to the market.
She smiles fondly at the memory, but her eyes hold a hint of sadness.
I loved wandering the shops and stalls. It didn't matter if I had nothing to buy. It was a chance to leave the house and be like everyone else.
It sounds like you didn't get to go out much.
It was complicated.
She doesn't offer up any more information and returns the bottle to a blank spot on the shelf. Although she's been very helpful in helping me understand this world, Leanna doesn't talk about her past much. I glance at her again. She looks pensively at the bottle, a small crease in her brow. Suddenly, a new scent cuts through the floral perfumes. It smells of cinnamon and spice. Cookies. Hey Leanna, do you smell that? She jolts out of her thoughts and blinks.
Smell what?
I think it's coming from this stall over there. I grin, and just as she did before, I dart back into the streets.
Hey, wait!
We weave through the people before stopping in front of a stall filled with an assortment of baked goods. I breathe in the heavenly sweetness of sugar and sigh contentedly. Leanna closes her eyes and inhales.
It smells so delicious!
I browse the array of cookies and tiny cakes. Leanna gasps.
They have cinnamon parfaits! I love those!
What are those?
They're cinnamon and vanilla custard layers with apricots. What do you think looks good?
I'll try the cinnamon parfaits, maybe? Actually, that cinnamon parfait you mentioned sounds really good.
They are. And they're not super sweet either, which is why I like them.
I fish in my pockets for my winnings. I fish in my pocket for my winnings from yesterday. Oh, we had a cheat match earlier on. Today's treats are on me. Leanna looks amused.
Are you sure you want to use your life savings?
I chuckle. Don't worry. You've been very generous towards me ever since met you. This is the least I can do to repay you. I know it's not much, but please consider this as a token of my appreciation. Leanna smiles bashfully.
Thank you.
I grin, then pay for a cinnamon parfait for Leanna and a dessert for myself. Cheers! I hold up my dessert and take a bite. As the sweetness melts away on my tongue, I let out a contented sigh. This is even better than I imagined. Leanna giggles and lets out an equally happy sigh as she bites into her cinnamon parfait.
This is why I love markets.
I nod in agreement as we return to the streets. One of the guards in the marketplace notices Leanna's Mage Guild emblem and pulls her over to talk.
Sorry, I need to take this.
Since this looks like official business, I better leave them be. We can catch up later then? She smiles.
Okay.
Okay, the last one. Check on Zack. Zack went straight to the inn in Illumia too. What's going on at all these inns? I'd like to know too. I rush into the street and look for any sign of the inn. Luckily, I managed to spot Zack in the crowd before he disappears back into the sea of people. Shoving my way down the street, I finally locate the inn just in time to see Zack. He stands in front of a large notice board filled with pinned papers. As I get closer, I can make out some of the flyers, which include a portrait of a scowling face and a large monetary number. Is Zack checking out wanted posters? Maybe he's looking for a specific bounty. I'm about to call out to him when a young blonde wearing a skin-tight suit of armor flounces over to him. Twirling a lock of hair between her fingers, she seems to study the board. Every so often she shoots pointed glances over to Zack, hoping to catch his eyes. But his attention never wavers from the board. Finally she speaks.
Do you have a bounty on your heart?
For the first time since her arrival, Zack looks at her. She grins devilishly.
Because I'm looking to collect.
He refocuses on the board, and she frowns. For her second attempt, she bumps up her ample chest and touches his arm as she speaks in a sickly sweet voice.
So, are you a bounty hunter?
Zack shrugs her arm off him.
No.
Then you must be a mercenary.
He doesn't answer. She seems to take that as a sign of encouragement, and her sultry smile returns. She leans in closer to him and runs her fingers up his arm.
I've got a mission that I could use some help with. Are you for hire?
Again, Zack brushes her hands off of him and steps away from her.
No.
She seems a little taken aback, but quickly recovers and slides closer to him.
Are you sure there isn't something I could offer to change your mind?
No.
She sighs before plastering that same smile and lets out a small laugh.
Geez, you're kind of dense. I was hoping to spend some intimate time with you. So, what do you say?
No thanks. But if I'm ever in need of your services, then I'll go find you at the brothel.
The woman's eyes grow wide like saucers. With a short huff, she tries to slap Zack, who sidesteps out of the way.
Oh!
She lets out another huff before storming off. Watch her leave. I hustle out of the way as she storms towards the exit. Whoa, she did not look happy. Zack really offended her. Well, that was weird. I go stand beside Zack. What was that about? He shrugs.
Who cares?
I take a look at the wanted posters on the board. Most of these faces look like the generic weathered and scarred bandits I imagine. Huh. Is this what you had to take care of in Illumia? Zack fixes his expressionless eyes on me. When we first reached Illumia, the first thing you did was to find the inn. And then when we came here, you did the exact same thing. He relaxes slightly and nods.
Just staying up to date on the news.
Sounds like the life of a mercenary is pretty interesting.
Something like that.
Excuse me, are you a mercenary?
As one, Zack and I turn to face another scantily dressed woman. This one has fiery red hair and has a mischievous glint in her eyes. Zack narrows his eyes.
Yes?
Are you sure you're not a rogue? Because you've just stolen my heart.
Zack sighs and face palms. I have a bad feeling about this. Zack ends up shaking her off and searches for the innkeeper to buy a drink. I'm ready for a little bit of me time, but this is probably what happens when you choose gonna be a loner. I head into the crowds and appreciate all of the marketplace has to offer. After exploring the city, I meet up with the rest of the group back at the inn. Tensions are high as we eat in silence. I think everyone is a mixture of weariness and anxiety for the next leg of our journey. Even the Pango is strangely silent and obedient. Amelia, what did you do to him? Once we finish eating, we head upstairs to find our rooms. Upon finding her room, Leanna suddenly perks up.
Oh, Amelia, you and I will be sharing a room tonight.
Amelia speaks dismissively.
Naturally. That would be more appropriate than the alternative.
She pauses, then looks at Leanna with interest.
Are you insinuating that you would rather share a bedroom with them?
Amelia points to Zack and me.
What? No, of course not.
Oh, my mistake. Of course you could not have met both of them. There aren't nearly enough beds. You must have meant him.
Amelia points to me. What? Leanna's face turns pink and she shakes her head.
Amelia, that's not true.
If that is false, then why is your face red?
The point is, I'd obviously rather share a room with you.
Amelia blinks.
If that is the case, then why even bring it up?
Because I'm excited. It'll be nice to have some girl time.
Amelia studies Leanna, then nods.
I concur. Sharing a room has proven to strengthen bonds amidst peers and foster camaraderie.
You mean make friends?
Precisely.
Leanna grins and Amelia smiles back.
Huh?
We all glance down at the Pango by our feet. Is it my imagination, or is he trying to ask us which room is he going to sleep in tonight? Amelia snatches him up in her arms.
The Pongo needs to spend the night with us tonight. We need him for science.
What? As Amelia slips into their bedroom, Leanna nods rapidly.
Yes, for science.
Then follows Amelia into the room and slams the door shut. Shh. Oh damn. Oh damn. Amelia and Leanna are naughty girls. Oh my god. There's a moment of silence as Zack and I stare at the closed door.
Is it just me, or did that seem unusually suspicious to you?
Yes, of course! Is the Pango really that special? Use me instead. Let's be a boy and use me instead. Oh my god. I shout through the door. You can use me for science! Oh my god. What I wouldn't give to be a Pango right about now. Still baffled by what happened, Zack and I enter our room and get ready for bed. Aw, I want to be used for science. Oh my god. Okay, I need to compose myself. Although the train was more comfortable than I expected, it cannot compare to a real bed. As I snuggle into the blankets, I soon drift into a restful slumber. Okay, that's another quick episode. So, since another day has passed, so I probably should end it right here. So, I'll leave this for the next episode. Thank you guys for watching Javelin Studio. I am Javelin, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day and good night. Hey guys, be sure to check out my friend Fadenze on Soundcloud. He's the one who provided me with his track for my intro and outro. The link is in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.